this I know for sure. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking two together, 'cause we don't know how. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it if there's nothing at all. We've been together, oh, we've been together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. It's what they say is, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes love exception. So why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, my baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking two together, 'cause we don't know how.
What's up, cuties? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you guys. If you haven't already, please hit the like button for me on your way in. I appreciate you guys. This looking like a members only child. Shout out to the cutie crew. I'll see you guys in a couple hours. What time do I have it set for? 7:30 Central Standard Time. I believe. So shout out to you guys. Can't wait to chat this evening. Y'all know how we do over there in the Cutie Crew members only. I do want to say publicly, shout out to Good Bad Apple. We showcase Good Bad Apple. Sorry guys, alarms going off from me being off schedule. But we showcased Good Bad Apple on Monday. She gave us a what's the word? I don't want to say a tutorial, but almost a breakdown on AI. So if you guys don't know, AI is taking over. All right. And she was so thorough and detailed, and I just loved her bit of it. So thank you again, the Good Bad Apple. Since I'm running late and since I'm coming back in a couple hours, I will not be able to say hello to each and every one of you. I do see my truly sister in the building, Neva P. Hey, Neva P. Shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to my cutie mods. Linda Gamble. Tara is here. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much for modding for me. Brittany Janae. Child, I cackled the other day of your comment when it comes to Baps. I still haven't went back and watched me clowning on Baps. But I will. I will. But thank you guys again. This is a Hot Topics live. Let me just see if I can get this off the screen. Where is it? Shoot. Hold on, guys. Oh, I think I got it set as a background. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to remove it. Okay, and then let's do this. All right. That's a little better. Oh, child, Lavinia. I didn't know, child. I zone out. I zone out. Okay. And I am not aware of my cut upperization until I see you all's laughing or whatever the case may be in the chat. I'll go back and watch it because I hear that I was a mess, child. Y'all seen Baps anywhere? Hey, Bridget J. Has anyone seen Baps out in these streets, child? A mess, a mess, a mess, a mess. But as I mentioned in this Power Hour, we will be talking about Kandi, Heavenly, Carlos, Angela, Oakley, Young Thug, Young Scooter, Dr. Heavenly. Don't start, Brittany Janae. Let me turn this phone off. I'm not about to do this with y'all. I'm not about to do this. Look at Tyra. I'm not looking anymore. So mods, be on the lookout, child, for anybody that is operating in a manner that Baps was operating in. Okay. Linda Gamble, you haven't seen Baps. Now, if anybody seen Baps, it would be Linda Gamble, child. Gia, gone back up in them bushes. Oh, you saying Baps is in the bushes, child. Hey, Baps. Hey, Baps. Shout out to my sis. Let me stop. My sis, Pink Table Topics, also known as Pink Diva in the building, as well as my sis, LaDawn. I don't know. Why do I say it like that? I got a problem, child. I don't know. Y'all know how I did Jaha. I don't know, Brittany Janae. Don't get me started. But anyway, we're gonna start this live off because I got a lot. And I've been missing in action. Cutie crew know what's going on. I'll give you guys a little more detail this evening. But I want to start this off with some black girl magic. Black girl magic. Shout out to Kandi Burrus. Kandi Burrus is doing the damn thing. Do you hear me? And Kandi broke the record for the highest grossing Broadway play ever. Did you guys hear? Ever. That is outstanding. Do you hear me? In that play, I know Denzel was in the play. Couple other people. Othello is what it was. Anybody in New York? Did you guys go? If you haven't, please go support a black sister. Okay. And look, I know I tease Kandi when it comes to her being on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it's not all things, just some, but undeniably, she is a boss. Okay. Yes, it is, Nitwit. Black excellence, baby. So take a listen to Kandi Burrus. Congratulations to her. And she should be extremely proud. Extremely proud. Take a listen. Shout out to Waymaker Culture. Also, let me go ahead and put this copyright disclaimer up. And I am going to also just put up my copyright disclaimer picture real quickly because I will be sharing from a couple sites on Instagram. All right. And let me get Brittany Janae's comment up off of here, child. But take a listen, guys.
We have made history now already. The highest grossing ticket sales in 1 week. And what I will say, what is so special about it is that means it's bigger ticket sales than Harry Potter, than Lion King,
Yes,
all of
ma'am.
the big shows that people know about that have made history on Broadway. And not only was it bigger ticket sales, but on a regular week. It was on a week where it's historically ticket sales are low because people go on spring break and then out of town they don't come to New York. But their high ticket sales was during Christmas weeks. So we were able to break the record during a time where the ticket sales normally aren't even that high.
That is amazing. It really, really is. Shout out to Kandi. Like I said, Kandi is definitely bigger than the group Escape and reality TV. So I smiled as a Black sister. I really did smile. I frowned at this though. I'm gonna touch on it. Let me know what you guys have to say. My husband has surprised me with tickets. Oh, good, Gia. On Good Friday. Nice. Let us know. Let us know how it was. I have not. Hey, A-Day. Salutations to you as well. I've never gone to New York, but I think I'm gonna go. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe in a month or two. Maybe in a month or two. But it is absolutely Black excellence. And kudos again to Kandi. Now I'm believing. You know, at first they said that Bravo let Kandi go. Maybe Kandi did step down for a while to go ahead and focus on what she's doing. And again, it's just amazing. But let's get into, you guys know I like to call them dummy ass. Let's get into a dummy ass, child. I cannot believe this. Young Thug. Let me know in the chat if you know what's going on with Young Thug. Young Thug, after escaping a 15-year sentence, seems like he just want to continue to be a thug. And he posted this on Twitter a couple days ago. This is I forgot her title. I believe she's I believe this young lady here is a part of the gang unit. He called her the biggest liar in the DA's office. And because of that, they have filed the paperwork to revoke his probation. Jacqueline, I agree. Look, Young Thug shouldn't even be on social media, period. He should already know that everything that he posts, they are going to look at it with a fine-tooth comb. You know what I'm saying? And that is a threat to me because his following is so high. So if he posts this lady's picture, then he should know that the people that follow him, they're going to look this lady up, which is what they're saying that people did. They found her address, family members, and everything else. He's a dummy ass, Jam. Imagine you escaped that, and less than 6 months later, you've put yourself back into the position of possibly going and serving out that time. He made a statement using a picture from a YouTube. He did, Bam Girl. However, because what he did was, he did that. And I don't know if he actually retweeted it. But even that, Bama Girl, even that, he should stay away from it. Public or not. Get you a burner account. Get you a troll account. And, you know, if you want to do it from that, then do you. But for him to do this from his account, Bama Girl, you have to admit that was crazy. All right. Ooh, LaDon. I wish I had time to drop a link, child, but I got so many topics. LaDon said not right. He can say his opinion, and in his opinion, he feels like she is a liar, not jail worthy, period. All right, LaDon, I'm gonna write this down. We'll talk about it in the members only. Let me put LaDon and Young Thug. LaDon, I get what you're saying because freedom of speech is a thing. However, the man is on, stay away from anybody connected with the law. That's just me. We'll debate tonight. Stay away from anybody connected to law enforcement. Although he has freedom of speech, although he should be able to say what he wants or his opinion, he is on a 15-year probation. Is it worth it? Okay. We'll see, LaDon. We'll talk tonight, sis. But anyway, Fonnie, they can't stand Fonnie. Fonnie baby came out and said that, you know, he put this lady's life in jeopardy. He and his audience, his subscribers, millions of subscribers. So right now, LaDawn, as for me, he still get the dummy ass. I'm sorry, sis. He get the dummy ass. Okay. Let your boy do it. Let your girlfriend do it. Let a family member post it. Anybody but him. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to talk about it tonight. But Young Thug, sit your arse down. You may be sitting down for 15 years in the clanker. Okay. Another case that I want to go over tonight. Are you guys familiar with this story? Shout out to each and every one of you that's joined me. Please hit the like button. His freedoms are conditional. Yes, K. Hayes. Jam said the YouTuber is problematic, and regardless, he needs to keep thoughts in his head. Probation equals jail on layaway. I agree. I hear what you guys are saying, and I totally understand it. For the average Joe Schmo, yeah, we got freedom of speech. We got this, we got that. It's only my opinion. I don't like her. She caused so much trouble, blah, blah, blah. But for him, stay away from it. Because they're going to do exactly what they did. And they are saying that although he wasn't the one that released this lady's address, that doxed her basically, his subscribers did. It's not worth it. We'll talk tonight. Ooh, child, Bravo in here. Bravo in here. What you say, Bravo? Let me see what Bravo said, child. Bravo agree with LaDawn. It is two of my sisters against me. Thank you, Simone. Me and Simone on the same page, child. Bravo said Fonnie is doing too much. Young Thug needs to stay off social media. So, Bravo, half and half. We'll discuss tonight, sis, if you are in members only. But I really want to talk about this tonight. Tonight, we can listen to the audio as well. But you guys should know this story.
There's an action. There's a reaction for every.
Shoot. The first clip.
Get out.
Okay, they don't have I'm sorry, they don't have the first clip. But if you guys are not familiar with the story, I'll go ahead and give it to you real quickly. Another rapper out of Atlanta, Young Scooter, passed away last Friday, March 28th, which just so happened to be his birthday. And how he passed, this is where the debate may come in tonight. He jumped the fence. The police showed up to the house. The popos showed up to a house where he was, and I believe, based off of videos that I've been looking at, either it was his house or it was a family member, because the house is in the same last name that he has. But anyway, Popo showed up at the door. He and his boy ran out the house. His boy turned around and went back, but young Scooter kept running. He jumped the first fence successfully, and when he jumped the second fence, somehow his leg was injured in that and cut. They say it was a wooden fence. Anyway, the artery it was a major artery that was nicked, and he passed. Okay? So a lot of people, the debate is he shouldn't have run away from the popos. But none of this would have happened if it wasn't for this young lady on the screen, also known as Demi Blanco, real name Demetria Spence. So Demetria called the popos because her boyfriend, which is young Scooter's friend, broke up with her. And they were going to be having a birthday party for a celebration at the house for young Scooter last Friday. Since her boyfriend broke up with her, she called the popos and made up all type of ish. And let's see if they have the call. We'll listen to a little bit. Put in the chat if you heard about this. And before she was even arrested, I had already planned to come live, and I had this right here, lock her earth up, like ASAP. ASAP. And she is currently locked up. But what she did, the technical term is called swatting. And swatting is when you call and you call a popo and you have a laundry list of things that's going on over there. There's a child in danger. There's a woman in danger. There's pals. There's this, there's that. She did all of that. Take a listen because it was all fake. Let me get to the TMZ. Hold on, guys. Shout out to the
There's an action. There's a reaction for every.
Hold on.
There was literally a shooting.
Listen, y'all.
The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live in this house. And
What's your name?
I'm sorry, what is my name?
Okay. Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm the neighborhood watch, and
right there she said I'm the neighborhood watch. The debate tonight also that I want to ask you guys is, should the 911 operators, should they be able to pick up on bullshit? We'll talk about that tonight. Let's continue.
And basically, like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They holding guns in the air, and then it's like, I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. There was a little.
Y'all hear that? I'm not gonna play anymore. We'll play the full call tonight in members only. But in that call, she talked about ex trafficking, imping with a P in front, P-imping. She talked about there's a kid there. She talked about multiple pals on the scene. She talked about a lady was undressed out front, screaming, covered in blood. All of that, and it was a lie. So when the police came and these men ran out, she's at fault. She's at fault. Let me let you guys listen to the excuse. She came live. At first, she deactivated her page, and she really should thank God that she's in jail, because them people in the A can promise you was going to get at her. But take a listen to what she had to say when she went live.
Reaction. This is part A. You guys didn't have part A. You guys only had part B. And the narrative, it looks like I was trying to set this man up because you guys don't have part B. I'm giving you part B. I'm giving you what led up to the call. I was physically abused.
You ain't say that on the call though.
So I called to protect myself. That's the issue. That's part A. I never had any intentions to get anybody hurt. I was the one that was getting hurt.
No, ma'am. That's all I want to hear for now. I can't do it. Q Catrice, you better say it. You better say it. Street justice would have been the worst. She is, sis. I know. I noticed that. She definitely is. Disgusting. And again tonight, I want to know, what charges should she face? Because right now they have her. Let's go back. They have her in there for transmitting a false public alarm. And nah, go ahead and give her involuntary manslaughter or something. You know what I mean? She's not safe. So yeah, girl, look, you may want life. You may want life. Young Scooter was friends and real close to a lot of people in the industry. Future was crying, child. That's one of his best friends. Who was that? Cameron and Mace. They have a show. They was crying. Very well known. And he passed on his birthday over a prank phone call because this chick's boyfriend broke up with her. You know what I mean? It is terrible. It really is. So as I mentioned, we'll talk about this. Prayers going up to young Scooter, his family, his kids. I went to his Instagram page, and I think his last post was a post to his baby girl, wishing her a happy birthday, his daughter. You know what I mean? And now they are fatherless because of a scorned, bitter, trifling woman. So tonight, I want to know, a lot of us, have you got your get back? Have you? Let me drop this Cutie Crew link if you want to join the Cutie Crew. You guys feel free. But tonight, I also want us to talk about to the Cutie Crew sisters, and we got a couple brothers as well. How low have you gone to get your get back? Have you gone? Have you, you know what I mean, done some things because you were scorned and bitter? We'll talk about it tonight, but I hope that she gets a lot of time. She was one of them chicks that had auditioned to be on the Bad Girls Club or whatever it's called now, Baddies. I'm aging myself, Baddies. And yeah, she should pay. She should pay. And I'm sure that they will do everything in their power to make sure that those charges are upgraded. You know what I mean? Bravo said she be charged for facilitating. She should be charged for facilitating his unalivement. I agree. I know you're trying to say it in a nice way. Yes, Althea, the boyfriend was in the house, so he ran out the back door with young Scooter, and he ended up turning around and going back. But she described her boyfriend on the phone. She said that he was caramel complexion, had a low haircut, and all of this. And young Scooter had dreads. So that's trifling as heck. It really, really is. And yeah, get her on up out of here. And she's not safe regardless. I don't care if she served 5 years and get out. The girl is not safe. And I did not like when she came live because y'all only know the narrative of part A, and this was part B. Look, if you had been ABU'd in that house and you were able to escape, then that's what you tell the police. You made up kids, ex-trafficking, D-rugs, pals, said you was the neighborhood watch. And that's why I want to talk about the let me put that down, 911 operators as well, because should they have been able to pick up on context clues? She was acting like she was on the scene at first. She switched that mid-story. And how do you know what's currently going on in the house if you're not there? You know what I mean? Nanny, I get that. Let me read Nanny's comment. Nanny said, this story is more than crazy. Why were two grown men running and jumping fences because of a prank 911 call? They didn't know it was a prank. It's foul from her if it's true, but something ain't right with those men either. Look, on the outside looking in, one can only imagine what they had going on in that house. They could have been D-rug dealers. They could have been whatever the case may be. But let the law do their job. Let them put that house under investigation. If that's the case, let them stop the vehicles that they're in. Let them do that. So I don't think it's so far-fetched with Black men today. And it's sad for them to take off running. It's unfortunate that that is the first thought of a lot of our men, but it's not like it's abnormal. Have anybody seen what happened to a lot of Black men out here when it comes to the popo? It could have been fear. It could have been whatever. And the police did not come back out and say that they found things in the home and all of that. So yeah, it definitely heightened it, DG. However, who's at fault? I have to debate this. It's a lot of y'all not Cutie Crew members. I got to move on. I have to debate this tonight with the Cutie Crew. Hopefully, some of them feel the way that you guys feel. But I think it's unfortunate. His life was cut short over bullshit. Period. You know, take your crazy. If he broke up with you, take your crazy arse on somewhere. You didn't have to do that. You know, that's what it was, LaDon. It already came out. They were going to party like pregame at the house, and they did invite a lot of, girls over there, and they got that right. And then they were going to go probably to the club. Well, that's what they said, that he had a, well, I don't know, Magic City, one of them clubs where he was going to be later that night. She found out about it, and she called because she was upset and mad. The running and all of that wouldn't have happened if she didn't make that call. We'll talk about it tonight. Okay, Tyra. All right, sis, we'll see you over there. Okay, let's get into some bravo news. When we watched Real Housewives of Atlanta, we watch on Sundays on Patreon. A lot of us couldn't put our finger on it when it comes to Angela Oakley. We felt like it was weird that she said, basically, because of the incident that happened with Charles Oakley at Madison Square Garden, that they separated early on in their marriage, 2017-ish, 2018. This is why a lot of people don't like Wendy Williams, because Wendy Williams had the scoop way back then, and she spoke about it. So you guys take a look. We knew something in the water or the milk or whatever wasn't clean, child. And Wendy just let us know why. Shout out to Wendy. Free Wendy. Take a listen, guys. Oh, let's see. Okay, this Wendy show. I don't want to play nothing from Bravo.
I said goodbye to Charles, and then she came over and said goodbye, and she gave me a hug, and then she whispered in my ear, she said, "Can I tell you something?" I said, "What?" She goes, "Wendy, it's only a baby. Oh. You can work this out."
Did you guys hear that? Wendy said years ago, Angela Oakley, walked up, they were out together, all of them, walked up to her and said, "Wendy, it's only a baby." So at that time, we know Wendy was going through it with her no good ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, and he had a baby on her. Angela said, "It's only a baby." And continue. Listen.
And I looked at her like, has this ever happened to you? So she said, yes. I said, did you work it out? And she pointed over to Charles and said, yes. I said, well, then you're more forgiving than me. So there
it is, guys. There it is. Hey, to be real, Charles Oakley child had a baby on his wife, newlyweds, allegedly. Hey, Teresa. That makes a little more sense to me. Now, Angela has since come out and said that those are lies. And we know Wendy is not in a position where she can come out and say, girl, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, Wendy can't come out and say, girl, that's the truth. But the people are looking up the age of the boy. And allegedly that boy was born around the time right before her and Charles got married or right after. So it's all alleged. I believe it because, again, it just did not make sense. It just did not make sense with her saying that, I think year one, you know what I mean? That they separated. That's weird. Hey, Cricket. So shout out to Wendy Williams, child. Wendy, that's one thing about Wendy. Wendy had receipts for days. And a lot of people didn't like that. You know what I mean? What else I want to discuss with y'all? Oh, child. I'm going to start with this one first. But I put her face up here so y'all can know where I'm going. Everybody is sick of Dr. Heavenly. Sick of Dr. Heavenly. And I wonder if Heavenly read the comments. Maybe she's one that really don't read the comments, but she should. But before I get to Heavenly and Dr. G and Damon, Quiet Web, which this really didn't do her any justice, but she reshared a clip attempting to debunk claims that Dr. Simone turned on Mariah Huck for her. And what Quad reposted was this sit down with none other than Carlos. When Mariah sat down with Carlos. And I'll give my thoughts after this because none of them wanted Mariah on that show. But let's refamiliarize ourselves with this clip. Let me know if you think that this paints Quad in a good light, because I don't think so. And Quad, well, I'll say that. Let's go.
Ensemble show.
Shout out to the Jasmine brand and Carlos.
Always tell people there's alliances. There's alliances.
Yeah.
I listen. I believe Quad when Simone allegedly said to her, "I can't go against you because I don't want to make."
She said that. No, I know. No, she absolutely. Quad is not lying because she's the person that said to me, "They want me to put the nail in your coffin."
All right. So right there is what Quad. I think that's why she reshared this, because Mariah said Quad is not lying. But no, ma'am, there's more.
Simone
is deep. Yeah. She's the person that said to me, they want me to put the nail in your coffin, but I'm not sure if I can do it.
So I'm a blogger, but Simone's a backstabber, allegedly.
That's the person, everybody keeps saying Quad. The person I had more, Quad was my best friend. Never was jealous of her, thought the world of her, honestly. But Simone delivered my babies. Deliver my sister babies, deliver my cousin's babies. My aunt was her nanny.
Backstabbers, child. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, child. Look, that did not paint Quad in a good light for me, because Quad did not go to bat for Mariah. She actually joined on the bandwagon, and all of them wanted Mariah gone. It wasn't just Simone. It wasn't just Quad. It was Heavenly. It was Dr. Jackie. It was all of them. And similar to the story of Melody Cherie, Mariah is the reason why they on TV, period. You know what I mean? So people was tearing her up, Quad up in the comment section. And you know what I mean? Because they didn't feel like that, this helped at all. You know, and how dare you, Quad, share something that your once ex-best friend who got you on TV, who you turned your back on, who house you stayed in when you didn't have a house and all of that. How dare you repost something of her trying to make yourself look good? You know what I mean? Child, just snakes, child. Ooh, child. So yeah, I'm team Mariah, period. What did she have to go to bat for Quad for? Real Tea with Diva D. What did Simone have to go to bat for Quad for? Quad turned on her because she got the big head. Let me know, child. I got to move on to the next story because we only got a couple minutes. Well, we got about 15 minutes. But then I'll be able to read. Ooh, child, I'm ready for you, LaDawn. I'm ready. You know, ooh, I'm excited. You know, I love me a good debate. Okay, I am ready. Meet me there. Don't be square. LaDawn talking about, ooh, y'all gonna tear me up tonight. And is. But the real Tea with Diva D, answer me. Really, me, you would have to join the Cutie crew so we can talk more about the AI. I do think that it's going to be problems coming down the line, coming down the pipeline. Mariah got the big head against Quad. Real Tea with Diva D. Was that big head earned? We wouldn't know Mariah, Quad, or none of them doctors if it wasn't for Mariah. So if I want to have a little big head, let me have it. Chick, I didn't put visibility on you. I didn't put money in your pocket. You know, now they did not have to kiss her arse at all. But you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Lisa Love. Thank you. That's a testament to Quad's character or lack thereof. She knew what was going on in that house. That's why. Okay, so you guys are still at the start of the video. Drop your comments down in the comment section after we're live. But anyway, let's get on into messy Earth's Heavenly. Now, Heavenly, y'all call her hellishly, y'all call her heavily, y'all call her Elaine. Anyway, I call her Motor Mouth Child. Heavenly is dropping receipts left and right. And the people are sick of her because they wanted her to drop them receipts about her son being arrested, child, a couple years ago. And we ain't heard nothing about it until it just hit the internet a couple days ago. It's all alleged. And everything I say is for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, that's what the people want. Heavenly. Ooh, child, not heavenless. Not Dr. Heavy. Y'all a mess. Well, anyway, and I'm sure you guys have seen by now that allegedly Heavenly's boy got into it with the popos or something and was allegedly arrested for assault. That's all I'm going to touch on that for now. But anyway, she comes out. If you watch the reunion this past Sunday, then we know that Damon, Dr. Daddy, made a big deal when it comes to Dr. G not standing up for him and his character and all of that. And Heavenly came out receipts because there was a back and forth going on if Dr. G told Dr. Damon that he wasn't going to take any more of his patients or not. And I think eventually Dr. G finally came around and saying, well, I did say it or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, Heavenly posted the receipts. But the reason why Dr. G had to send Heavenly's husband, well, Damon looked kind of handsome in his bottom picture. You know, he ain't showing them teeth for this child. But the reason why Greg had to send this to Dr. Damon, period, is because Heavenly called him a pedo on Twitter. Called him a pedo. And he sent this text message, and this is why I say Damon is not as innocent as he tries to portray. But Dr. G sent this text message to Damon. He said, I just saw your wife's post. It was very bizarre and malicious at the same time. I am not going to be seeing any more of your patients. He meant patients going forward. Put in the chat if somebody called you a pedo publicly, if you would still have any type of relationship with that person or their spouse or all of the above. I would have said the same thing. Now, is it morally correct? Probably not, because Dr. G is a psychiatrist, and he sit down with people that obviously need therapy and all of that. But oh well, I'm sorry. That's just money that I'm gonna have to lose. I'm not doing it. And with Heavenly being able to post this text message again shows how messy Damon is, because he gave his wife the text message. So he wanted Dr. G to stand up for him, because out in these streets, they saying that he been dropping it low and spreading it wide. And you didn't stand up. You didn't check your wife, even if it was in a nice, calm manner. And why would you give her this receipt so she can come out here and further go at it with this man? That's wrong. That's wrong to me. Okay, I see a lot of you guys agree with me. I'm not going to go as far as saying F them patients, but in a way, you know what I mean? Somebody else said, find another psychiatrist, and that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Cece said, I don't fault Greg for not working with the Kimeses. He did Dr. Damon not bringing up the real reason why on air. He did, because Dr. Damon did not bring up the real reason on air. Is that what you're saying, CC? Damon's still with Elaine, so that tells me a lot about him. Rumors or not, good point. Nanny said Hellishly didn't completely debunk the rumors. She said careful in saying that she's just not aware of the lead. Come on now, did she say that? And where, Nanny? Where'd she say that at, child? On her Monday live? Or did she go live? Let me know. Because if anybody know, you know Heavenly and her husband knew as far as what happened with her son. Heavenly lie a lot. Ooh, she lie a lot. Let's see. Dr. G should have sued Teeth. Yeah, that's very damaging. That's very damaging. And I find it so ironic that Dr. Damon was talking about his character. And, you know, Dr. G wouldn't know who you slept with. He cannot account for every second and minute of a day of what you're doing. But your wife definitely attempted to ruin his character. And she's still at it. I'm going to read a couple more, and then I'll get to this last part about Heavenly. Okay, that was Althea that said, get another psychiatrist. Okay, Tyra. Let's see here. It's a whole, no, get somebody else to do it. Thank you, Lisa. He should have. She's more public. Hey, Shirley, good afternoon. Q, Catrice, I don't see how anybody deal with Heavenly. And that's my question before I get to this last piece. Should Heavenly be suspended? Are we at the point, and it doesn't matter to us, but the ladies on the show especially should be at the point where enough is enough. Not only the ladies, but a lot of the men as well. It's not cute. It's given deranged. It's given mentally unstable. It's given all of that for me. You know, it really, really is. And I would demand that Bravo do something about this. Either tell her she can't mention us anymore on her YouTube channel, or she gotta go. You know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna read a couple more, but she still at it. Even after this, her husband getting into it with his boy, or once boy, Dr. G. She's still talking about Dr. G. When does this lady shut up? Take a listen. Ooh, child. Shout out to the Bravo Shade Room.
I'll just say this. Dr. G came in. The first thing I remember that morning was Dr. G and Sweet Tea were in a separate hotel. I remember Dr. G said he could not come out unless he had two, not one, but two security guards, right? So he's making this big deal, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Even right there, she's trying to call this man a punk. Two, not one security guards, but two. What business is it of yours? Let's continue, chat. Oof.
That we didn't see him, but we do know that his call time was different from ours, so we didn't see him, and that he had two security men. And so I guess they isolated him. We didn't know that. I didn't see this till I saw it on the show, that they isolated and put in another room. I think the whole purpose of him doing that was to isolate King. This man is going beyond himself to isolate King and Quad, and it's backfiring because not me, not you, not Simone, not Jackie, not Toya, not somebody is making a choice.
Now look, even though I agree with that last part, that somebody is making that choice, that somebody that Heavenly is talking about is Bravo. I agree with that part. I think they would rather have Quad and King over Dr. G and Sweet Tea, but Heavenly is the one that advocated the most for them to be on this show. She said she don't care now. She's used them up, and they can go on about her business. This lady gonna end up, I'm telling you, Heavenly girl. Let's continue, child.
And a choice is going to be Miss Quad. It just looks that way. I told y'all before, they sat her ahead of me to let her know that they're choosing her. That's what I think. Now, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all take it.
You got everything to do with it, child.
How y'all want to take it? I'm going to just say this.
Let me see if she's still talking.
You stop
Ooh, child, she's still talking. All right. So this is where this is where her husband is supposed to check her. Look, enough. Stay off that man. He's a man. And if he come back at you in any type of way, you putting me in a predicament where shit could get real. You know what I mean? I may have to defend you either by a conversation or worse. Shut up. Let take a listen.
I've seen these patients that inconvenience to the patient. The man called Damon and said, Damon, we don't have nobody. This when he first started his practice. Damon, we don't got nobody in here. Damon said, oh, man, I got you. I got hundreds of patients. He started referring them to Dr. G. Now, if you're going to say they higher maintenance, all patients are maintenance. If you monitor them, that's...
Ooh, I could barely listen to her. But again, the reason why I wanted to play that part is because, again, Dr. Damon is not innocent. And he get on there, it's okay, buddy. Yes, buddy. All right, buddy. It's okay, buddy. He get on there with all that soft-spoken BS. And this man is telling all the business to his wife, which in turn, he knows she gonna come out and spread the business. His ass is not innocent. Y'all know it's true. Okay, buddy. Yes, buddy. Well, buddy, don't do that, buddy. Man, if you don't tell her to shut her arse up, like for real, look at her facial expressions. This is heavenly every week. Every week. And you know what I mean? Even in the comments over there, they saying now, but Damon wanted Dr. G to say something to his wife because she said that Damon cheated, but you ain't saying nothing to your big mouth ass, buddy. You ain't say, buddy, enough, buddy. You've been talking about these people for years, buddy. That's enough, buddy. Say something. Ooh, child, I cannot. I can't even play no more. Let me see what y'all saying. I can't do it. Enough is enough. Okay. Brittany Janae, go away from me with this. Okay, buddy. Am I lying? Tell the truth, chat. Come on now. To the cuties in the chat, do I sound like Dr. Damon? And should Damon say, buddy, enough is enough, buddy? You know that they're saying that I cheated, buddy, and we want them to be quiet, buddy, because I know that you already know, buddy, that is the truth. Buddy, please, buddy. Stop, buddy, stop. He's not going to say it, Cricket. He's not going to say it. He is not going to say it. Because if he was or had the intentions of saying it, he would have said it years ago. We are sick of Buddy's mouth, Damon. Get your wife. I wish a Negro would call me Buddy. That's a dog name, Negro. Who you think you talking to like that? That's her pet name, Buddy. I bet you don't call the alleged. Ooh, child, let me stop. I bet you don't call that alleged. The alleged now. The alleged. Side chick, no goddamn buddy. Bet you he ain't calling her buddy. Absolutely not. Out there, you tickle pink. You know it's the truth. You know it's the truth. Okay, just me or you screaming chat. Y'all know it's the truth. I am not lying. Let me ask y'all in the chat before I get on up out of here. Can your man call you buddy? Yes, buddy. Buddy, I would like for us to get it on tonight, buddy. Can you meet me downstairs in the basement, buddy, at 8 o'clock? Can your man... Can your man call you buddy? I wish a Negro would call me some buddy. Child. But if you guys notice, well, yeah, you know, Lisa Love, I don't expect him to call her that, you know, the B word. But buddy, I don't want to step on anybody's toes now. If anybody in the chat, if y'all let y'all man call y'all buddy, let me know real quick. Cutie crew, y'all gonna have to let me know in a couple hours. Because, baby, no ma'am. No, sir, nobody. No, ma'am, no Pam, no turkey, no ham, whatever they say. I will. How are you turned on by that? Teresa, you let your husband call you buddy? Hey, buddy. She calls him daddy. He calls her buddy. Yeah. That's always just Mia. But I will say this now. I think Heavenly Feelings probably got a little hurt because I haven't heard Damon in any scenes calling her buddy anymore. Buddy. Child. For me, that's like you petting a dog on the head. Come here, buddy. It's time to go outside for your walk, buddy. Ooh, child. Tara. Was that Tara that said that? No, that's Sabrina. Sabrina said that's because that's all she is his buddy. What's Sabrina? They got 3 kids. They got 3 children. So they had to cross over from that buddy to bedroom buddies. Sis, you better say it again. Girl, I wish a Negro would. How did he arrive there? How did that happen? Y'all let me know. Cutie Crew gonna have to let me know. Let me know. Let me know. How was that the pet name that you landed on and said nationally? But anyway, the whole purpose of that spiel that I gave you guys about Dr. Heavenly, Dr. G, and Dr. Damon is that Dr. Damon is not as innocent as he tries to appear because he provided his wife with receipts to further come out here and harass Dr. G. Gave Buddy receipts, child, and told. Now, look, Sabrina, you may be right because he told his buddy everything that Dr. G said on the phone to him. I'm sure Damon didn't have it on speakerphone. So, yeah, Damon let Heavenly get away with all this ish because, look, game recognized game. And when you come out here beating your chest to that extent that Heavenly does, I love everybody have issues in their marriage. And this is what I'm tired of. And it does not have to be extreme issues. You know what I mean? But everybody go through some little challenges here, there. He a liar or whatever. He leave his clothes on the floor. Heavenly ain't came out and said anything about her daddy, but got everything to say about everybody else. So yeah, honey, Dr. Damon, you are not innocent, and Heavenly, you know that your boy allegedly was arrested. So that's why I would put my foot down if I were the other ladies. No, ma'am. You're not about to sit on this show and soak up everything that's going on in our real lives. And then you're going to get on your YouTube channel and talk about that and things that we don't even talk about on the show. But y'all shit perfect. So everybody made them faces when Andy asked, do you guys think that, have you guys heard anything about Dr. Damon? Everybody's face, including Dr. Jackie, let us know that, yeah, it's out in them streets of who Damon has been with. Now, whether he got a child or not, who knows? Somebody got a child because she had Similac in the freezer in the kitchen. And she said that was for daddy. Girl, daddy ain't drinking no damn Similac milk. It's a baby somewhere. It's probably one of them boys. I don't know, child. But anyway, I wish I had a little more time to be messy with you guys. Kim Jones. Kim Jones say, hey, chit chat. He calls her buddy because that's what she is to him now, a living buddy. Hey, buddy, good night. I'm about to go downstairs to the basement. I'll see you in the morning, buddy. Hey, buddy, I'm not going to be home tonight, buddy. I'm going to so-and-so's house. Hey, buddy. Come on now. Come on. So anyway, we will continue to watch. I believe that this coming Sunday will be the last part 3 of Married to Medicine. As far as the reunion, we'll also be watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. Look, I gotta go. I gotta go. But I told you guys, I felt like that whole Portia and Shamia situation was made up. But baby, Shamia's mama then came out and getting at Miss Diane. Do y'all think that the mamas are in on it too? I don't know. We'll talk about it. But good night, buddies. I hope you guys enjoyed this live, buddies. Cheryl Canada is my buddy. Lisa W. Shirley is a buddy. Cricket is a buddy. TNT G Mom, Tyra. Shout out to my buddies, my mods. Thank you, buddies, for modding for me today. Miss Tyra, Linda Gamble. Oh, why I sound like Trump when I said that? Yo. Miss Tyra, Linda Gamble, Pink Diva, Teresa Wright. Thank you, buddies, for modding for me today. Shout out to what is wrong with me? Like, seriously. What is wrong with me? Oh my God. How did I get here again? I gotta go. Oh, if you guys only knew, it's amazing that I could act a fool like this with something that's on the plate. You know, thank God for you know, just I'm acting so silly. I can't even think of the humor. Thank God for humor, child. Shout out to Aunt Debbie. I spoke to Aunt Debbie last night. She wasn't feeling too well. I texted her this morning and she said that she's tired. So keep Aunt Debbie in your prayers. Nothing major, but keep her in your prayers. Keep me in your prayers. Shout out to currently 328 buddies that's still here. If you didn't hit the like button, buddies, please, buddies, hit the like button on your way out. To my cutie crew, buddies, I'll see you this evening at 7:30 Central. I love you, buddies. I'm sure that's how Damon said to Heavenly. I love you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. I'll see you in a couple hours. All right, I gotta go. I love y'all. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. 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 Chit chat with QT.